Hi guys! So I wanted to do a review on one of my favorite foundations of the moment, and it's the Clinique Even Better Makeup with SPF, and I have the shade Cashew. Yeah, if it will focus. Does it focus? I don't know if you can really see it. And I really adore this foundation right now. Let me look up the price right now, matter of fact. Originally, this foundation retails for $26 in the department store. You can get it at places like Macy's, Nordstrom too, I believe. Yeah, Nordstrom has Clinique. You can get it at Sephora, stores like that. I got mine at the CCO for like 17 something. So I got at least like $9 or $10 off. So I was kind of happy about that. But I would have paid $26 for this, for real. It comes with 1 fluid ounce, I believe. 1 fluid ounce, yeah, it's 1 fluid ounce size. What the hell? So you twist off the top. It looks like that. And then you just squeeze it out. And that's what it looks like when it comes out. I don't have a problem with this. It helps me control how much it comes out as opposed to like a pump. It's still sanitary. Something's not going to get into that tiny little hole. The only thing I probably won't like is once it gets down to the bottom, like once it starts getting really empty, it's probably going to be kind of hard to like squeeze that out. But I've never had any problem with squeezy tubes really like getting the most out of the product. I usually just kind of turn it upside down until all the product goes to the bottom and then just squeeze it out that way. It always works out. So I personally don't have a problem with the packaging itself. I feel like this keeps it sanitary. Instead of having to squirt it onto your hand, you can squirt it like directly straight to your brush, just like that. So texture-wise, if you guys are wondering, it's like a cross between a long-wearing foundation and a liquid foundation. So it is a liquid, but it's a touch, it's like not watery at all. It feels like your average liquid foundation. To me, it's really easy to blend. I personally don't like using a stippling brush like this one. This one's a Sigma SS80. Oh, ew. This one's a Sigma SS 188, or if you were to use one of these, like a stippling brush. I personally don't like using one of those. I like using one of these, like either this or the flat top one from Sigma. Any of these Sigma synthetic brushes I find blend this foundation the best, and the one that I personally like using is the F84 from Sigma. I used it today, that's why it's dirty. It's easy to blend like right here. So the good thing I like about it is you can put like 1 squirt and then blend it, 1 squirt, blend it, and then blend whatever's left over like into your skin. 1 solid layer is like medium coverage if you ask me. In my case, since I don't need a lot of coverage, it's like full coverage for me. It doesn't work like any other foundation that I've personally tried, but if you look at it, like if you look at the difference, that's how much it covers. So this one's the hand without it, and this one's the hand with it. So that's the difference between the two. It's still natural looking, but it covers pretty well, and it evens out your skin tone. So the purpose to this foundation is that it's supposed to brighten your skin over time. If you were to actually look at the back, it literally says visibly brightens, restores even tone. Just like the Even Better skincare line from Clinique, what it's intended to do is it's supposed to even out your skin tone over time, especially if you have like spots and stuff. I've mentioned before that I have freckles. Freckles / possible sunspots. I don't know, but it's genetic in my family and it drives me insane because it's all over like right here. But if you guys can tell, it covers a pretty good amount of that. I like the fact that I don't have to wear concealer. I really love how it covers. So like I mentioned earlier, I love that it's like a medium to full coverage. Some people have told me that it oxidizes, and it oxidizes orange. I got a message from one of my YouTube viewers, and she said that she also tried this foundation and that the Clinique girl told her that it was going to oxidize orange. I don't know. I asked my girls at Clinique and they said it does oxidize, but it's different on everybody. So if anything, it'll definitely oxidize a little bit darker, but I don't know. For me, I didn't have that problem. I did try it out several ways. Let's see. I've tried it out setting it with a couple of different things. Sorry, my phone keeps going off. What the hell? What do you people want? So the different ways that I've tried it is I tried it setting it with my MAC Prep and Prime. This is just a translucent finishing powder. I also tried setting it with my Makeup Forever Duo Matte. I also tried setting it with my MAC Studio Care Blend, which I'm wearing today, and so far this is my favorite. So if you guys have tried this foundation, you guys are getting irritated because it's oxidizing hella dark on you, I would try setting it with a translucent powder, like a finishing HD type of powder. So it kind of tones that down a little bit. It keeps it from oxidizing too dark. At least that's my experience with certain clients that I try certain foundations on them where they oxidize and they get darker. But I don't know, in my experience, I've never had that problem. I got a shade that was like almost exactly my skin tone. It's a touch tanner, just so that it blends down into my neck because my face is actually lighter than my body. And then for some reason, I've noticed that a powder that's very, very finely milled is what works best with this. So some kind of like semi-sheer type of powder, like you could even use MAC Select Sheer, but this is how much product gets onto my face if I use a Studio Care Blend, and it just kind of ties everything together. Like it just leaves a really nice flawless finish. That's what this powder does in general with a lot of different foundations that I use, so I had no doubt in my mind that it wouldn't work great with this, because when this is on, you could wear it by itself and it works perfectly fine. I find that it looks nice and dewy, like dewy satin type of finish by itself. When you set it, it still looks natural, but it just looks set and there's like a softer finish to it, which I personally like for my foundation. So I still like the natural look, semi-dewy, semi-satin, if that makes any sense, like something in between. So I tend to mix a lot of my powders and my foundations together to get like the perfect finish. But I love that this still looks natural. A lot of people always ask me, oh, what are you wearing? It looks so nice. It looks so smooth. And I'm telling them this because this is the only foundation that I've personally used in the past 2 or 3 weeks, like ever since I got it. As some people obviously want to know if it really does work when it comes to like improving your skin. Kind of similar to Neutrogena's Healthy Skin foundation, where it kind of just improves the condition of your skin. I find that it balances my skin type a little bit more, because now that it's winter, my skin is like combination dry when it's usually a combination oily, and I find that it's been helping balance my skin. There's no like flaky areas anymore. There's no like weird spots anywhere in particular. Nothing applies unevenly. Like for a while when it started getting really, really cold, my skin was going crazy. Like it's like it couldn't figure out what it wanted to do. And this has kind of been helping it. This, along with my moisturizer, has been working really well. I noticed that I get a better texture out of this when I use it with Clinique's Dramatically Different Gel, the moisturizer, but the gel version, not the lotion. I don't know if that's just because it's Clinique going with Clinique, but you know, people keep calling me. As far as wear time goes, I've gotten at least anywhere from 6 to 8 hours on this. So if you're the type of person that has like a whole day of work and you just want something to wear every day, daily foundation type of thing for work, this is a good one, especially if you need this kind of coverage and you're looking for some kind of, you're looking for some kind of foundation that improves your skin over time. I would definitely go for this. I mean, some people kind of underestimate Clinique liquid foundations, any foundations from Clinique, because it's Clinique. Clinique is more focused on skincare, so yeah. But if you're the kind of person that needs just like average coverage, like medium to full, because it's buildable, you can use another coat of it and it won't change the color, it won't make it darker, at least not for me. So you can use a thin coat, a thicker coat, you can use 2 coats, whatever you want. Obviously, the more coverage that you use. There are some days when my skin is kind of like more red, so I'll do like one good coat and then kind of use it as concealer to kind of spot treat wherever I want extra coverage. I haven't found that I usually need concealer anymore. It has made a huge difference in my actual skin. I find that setting it with this kind of powder though makes it look powdery. So I would be really careful with that. I would use some kind of setting powder that has a little bit of a tint to it, nothing like this. But if you do find that you're having that issue of oxidation, go ahead and put this on. You'll find that it looks a little bit powdery at first, and then as it's oxidizing on you, instead of getting darker, it'll just kind of even itself out through that transparent powder. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's the science of makeup, but that's just my personal experience. I'm all about the whole like skin brightening thing because I feel like, I always have this like need to like want my skin to look more radiant and more glowy. So if you're into that, I think you'll really like this foundation, because over time it really does improve your skin. It gets to the point where you don't even need foundation anymore, but you just want to use it because you love how it looks on your skin. I mean, overall, I really think it's a good buy for $26, especially if you're not looking for something that feels heavy on your skin. So if you're looking for something that's going to give you natural coverage, it's anywhere from medium to full coverage, I really think you're going to like this foundation, just because I feel like it's a little lighter than some of the other brands out there, feeling wise, like on your skin. When you put it on, you might feel like it's kind of thick because it's a little bit thicker in consistency than your average liquid foundation, but it's thinner than a long wear foundation. Like it's thinner for Revlon's ColorStay, for example. It's thinner than Max Pro long wear. When you blend it, you'll find that it sinks into your skin like really fast. It gives you enough time to blend it so it sinks into your skin properly, but it doesn't dry so fast that you can't blend it anymore. But that's kind of why I like it, because it kind of just sinks into your skin really nicely, and it's not like a foundation that like lays across your skin, for example, which is kind of what a lot of other foundations do. This one kind of blends into the skin really, really nicely. I would definitely recommend this if you have combination skin, because it helps balance your skin. Or at least that's what it does for me. I would definitely suggest it if you have dry skin, but you have that uneven thing that you want to fix, and that's what's attracting you to this. I would use a hydrating primer underneath. It really, really helps. If you have any questions, of course, leave them down below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.